Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Man, I know y'all saw Raw. If you've missed it, it aired at 3 p.m. because they're overseas right now doing a European tour. But man, oh man, oh man. Man, oh man, I was waiting to see what John Cena was going to do since he had, became a heel. Now, all the assumptions that we had, new music, new clothing, new look, no, it's all the same. But I believe he's working on something here. I feel like this might be the last time he wears the outfit. And I think he wore that outfit as a grace of like, this is what the hell you guys were supporting and using me for. Because the way he cut that promo, it slid down like butter. He cut through the crowd like butter. This wasn't your ordinary promo. This wasn't one of those promos where you can call out a wrestler and talk about how he claims he loves you guys, but he's using you. No, his promo was so sonically clear. And it was actually kind of real because the material he used was actual factual things that has happened. For example, and let's get right into it. John Cena comes out with a Brussels supported John Cena shirt, same fit, same song, but with a demeanor on his face. Doesn't even show the don't give up shirt, like the don't give up rag, like on some positivity shit. He just goes and just keeps it going. He's getting booed out the stadium. A standing ovation of boos is ridiculous. He's getting hate left and right. Like it's like no other. And people are just giving him the absolute worst of the boos. First and foremost, overseas crowds are whipping our ass at home. Barcelona, Paris, Germany, Brussels, Germany, yeah, Berlin. Like they're whipping, Belgium, whipping our fucking ass. Whipping our ass. They made every match feel like a 5-star match because of how excited they were. But I digress. John Cena starts to talk on the mic and he speaks again fluently, light voiced again as per usual. And so the fans really just took over. Fuck you, Cena. Cena sucks. F you, Cena. Cena sucks. And he goes, yeah. Shut the F up. Right? Yeah. And he just starts going off on why he turned and spoke about a lot. And first he said, hey, listen, I'm a victim of abuse. And people were like, huh? He was like, yeah, hear me out. And he calls out none other than the crowd. The reason why he turned heel and why he said it ain't even about a heel. I'm not no babyface, man. I'm human. And I'm sick of you. I'm sick of each and every one of you in the crowd at home, everywhere. I've bust my ass for 25 years and I've gotten nothing but underappreciative responses from you guys in the crowd. And I said, holy shit. He's using official material. For 25 years that I've been watching John Cena wrestle, he gotten some only cheers, of course in the later end of his career he got like a bunch of cheers, but John Cena is a real controversial figure. Even though he's great with Make-A-Wish and sells out seats and merchandising, he'd be like #1 and shit. His crowd reactions has always been very confusing. He would get a mix of like once his theme song goes off, it's all cheers that leads to yeah, ooh, like and it's so crazy. If you look up any reaction, you'll hear it. And so he uses the audience as a way to blame and give himself away as to why I'm not this hustle, loyalty, respect, because I've always been loyal. I've always respected. I've always hustled. You guys used me. He calls out people in the crowd. You guys are wearing this because you're trying to hide away from your pathetic lives. You're using me. Underappreciate me. I ended up doing this. You guys underappreciate. I ended up doing this. You guys cheered, but wanted more. Every time I did something, you guys underappreciated it. And the only time you guys fully cheer without no boos is when I'm fucking retiring. He said, you sons of bitches. He was calling them all out. And I thought it was rich material. This shit was cinema gold. Reason being, it's so real of a promo. It's one of the best promos we've heard in a long time. That wasn't Cena calling out any WWE superstar talking about, and I've worked hard and bust my ass and I will main event and the champ is here. It wasn't one of those. It was, and you don't deserve me. The kids don't deserve me. He goes, all you guys are pathetic sons of bitches. And he was just calling people out for how disloyal they've been. The fact that he put all his work into the business, help out superstars get over, done lost so many matches, has tried to put a smile on his face despite the losses he's taken. And each time he done something great, got booed for it. But the moment he announces that he's gonna leave, people cheer for it. It was absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. You know, he says he's been taking hits left and right. He had to stick to one gimmick because you guys underappreciated him. He said every time I switched, you guys gave me a mixed crowd reaction. You guys would cheer for me, and then you guys would just hate on me. He goes, but guess what? You're wearing my shirt. You're wearing my shirt. And he just said, most of all, you are all toxic. He said, even this kid right here in the front, which was crazy. He goes, is basically good for nothing. He goes, it's all toxic. And I was like, wow, he called out even the little kid in the front. A little kid gets put on camera and looks at the camera all shocked. It was amazing. Music to my ears. That was one of the realest promos I've heard in a long time. It was so real because he's a John Cena. Instead of going at Vince or Stephanie or the company for why he was held back to being certain figures in the WWE, and which led to him having to just be the babyface guy who does the Make-A-Wish, he also blames the crowd, because if the crowd was so positive on him, that would be kind of weird that he blamed the crowd, because now it sounds like I wish I could have always been heel. But no, he blamed the crowd off of their controversial support and felt like they never supported him, and he's tired of doing all this shit for you guys who then don't appreciate anything he has done for the business. He's saying, I put my neck on the line and you guys still didn't appreciate it. I've done most of the work. I've done this, I've done that. I've showed up. And I was just like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, he's cooking. The crowd really responded to him all these years with how much they feel towards him. Even when again, every time he would come out, people were like cheering, and he would be a baby face that gets booed. He would come out and show the never give up while getting booed and has to smile. And he had to hold that smile. He used that against them. It was cinema. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. Called them sons of bitches. I was like, whoa. And they were just saying, die Cena, die. There was a die Cena, die poster. They were saying, F you, Cena. They were saying, Cena, shut the fuck up, Cena. There was a bunch of shit going on. Then they started chanting for Cody Rhodes. And then Cody Rhodes comes out. Cody Rhodes just dropped a fat bomb on him. Gets in the ring and goes, yo, man, what happened to you? Who is this? See, if there's anybody that I was going to verse and I was going to entertain, it was John Cena. But you're not John Cena. What happened to you? He goes, let me know. And it was very brief. He said, man, let me know when John Cena's here, because I don't want to face this whiny little bitch. And I said, oh my God. And John Cena just looks at him. John Cena played that part so well of someone who's just so sick and tired of being a person who is not about just being recognized for what they do, but realizing that you guys didn't appreciate the times that I almost lost my job due to injuries, lost my position in ranks in the WWE because I was helping put people over, helping put asses in the seats, and you guys never cared for me. Never cared at all. Somebody could be gone in the business and come back and all of a sudden you're cheering. But me, I've been here 25 years. And then he just went at them about his own merch. And I feel like that's why he wore his merch. He wore his merch there today to kind of give some sort of like kind of examples within the crowd of people who's wearing what he's wearing. But I have a feeling he's gonna probably pull something different next week. He did point out, you guys want a new song now? You guys want a new look? You're not gonna get it because you don't deserve it. So it was past the heel. It was like outside a heel. It was like, I'm fed up. Drew McIntyre's a heel. So his thing is like, he's trying to speak to the people about the bullshit going on with these guys that he call them puppets. Whereas John Cena's like, I'm just so fed up with the bullshit. It don't matter if I'm a heel or a babyface. I'm human and I'm tired of y'all. I am tired of y'all. And I just want to wreak havoc. I'm sick of this shit. Kind of gave me the Mark Henry feel. Reason being is Mark Henry's true character was, I didn't want to be fucked with. And I didn't like the jokes that happened to me in the locker room, or when I went out there and they couldn't book me a match and I thought somebody was going to come out and fight me and nobody came out. And he had real anger towards that. And I felt like John Cena's trying to play that role. Who knows? He might even go to the Mark Henry route where he attitude adjusts with somebody. He actually doesn't retire, but it just felt like it was more than just a heel work. It felt like true passion, true hurt, true disappointment, and he felt like he's been backstabbed by us, the fans out there, and just saying to people how pathetic they are. It was fucking brilliant. How pathetic they are for wearing his merch but don't really support him. How pathetic everybody is for sitting here all day on their asses and then trying to look in the mirror and think that they're somebody special, but it's because he helps them feel special with all the work that he has done. But yet they laugh at him. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. I wish I could say it better, but I want to know your thoughts. How did you guys feel about that promo? How did you guys feel about his whole segment? Cody coming out, handling business really quick. I thought something was going to happen in the backstages, but no. But there was just so much. That little kid, man, I feel bad for him. That shit was hilarious, y'all. But let me know what you guys think. Next week, they're going to go to Raw again together. And I'm anticipating this. This was great. Shout out to the crowd over at Belgium, in Brussels, Belgium. That shit was phenomenal. All right, man. I love y'all. It's your boy 3MG. God bless. Please drop your thoughts in the comment section, man. On the road to 100K, man. Peace out.